Hello, it's Richard here. I have got another Ibanez Jem Jr. Now, I had one of these 2 years ago, 3 years ago, don't know. Loved the idea of it. At the time, not that I'm a good player now, don't get me wrong, but at the time I was less competent than I am now, so I found the tree of life. Why am I holding it down when I can hold it in the monkey? It's slightly off-putting to find out where I am. Now I appreciate you've got like these bigger leaves here, so like 3, 5, 7, 9, 12, but all the same, I found it a bit harder. But having played Chapman's for ages now, which don't have fret markers, or lots of them don't, I'm okay with that. And I've always liked the look of them. Now the Floyd Rose, well not this is an actual Floyd, but I think this was an Ibanez branded one. I don't know if this is actually a Floyd Rose special branded as Ibanez. I just never in tune. I mean, I know I'm never in tune anyway, but even for me, never in tune. So anyway, I just fancied another one. I got this from Gear for Music for 415. I'm a VIP member now because I've spent a bit with them, so I got a bit off it. But that's a good £60 cheaper than everywhere else. It rocked up and it had rusty strings. The little tip on here just fell off and the switch is a bit wobbly. The frets were filthy. One of the things I've thought really with these Jem Juniors, I've never really thought they're the most quality feeling guitar. The way they're put together, the tuners are, you know, so, and yeah, it's just not, doesn't feel like a huge amount of quality that you can get in other guitars for this kind of money. But you know, it's that iconic Steve Vai thing, isn't it? So my first thought was I'll put it straight back in a box and it's going back. And I was having a chat to Peter and to Carsten online, and then Tom, hi Tom if you're watching as well, Guitar Tech Tom. I thought, oh, balls to it. So I got the masking tape out, taped up the fretboard and polished the frets up. Can't really tell in this light, but they were filthy. Now they're okay. They're not shiny, because actually when you look closely at the fret wire, anyway, it's not great. But there aren't any sharp fret ends, so that's a plus. And although this is a Jatoba fretboard, as you can see, it's actually quite a dark Jatoba fretboard. I have oiled it as well and let it settle in, so it's got a very rosewoody feel to it, which is good, because the last one I had was quite pinky. And yeah, so then the elephant in the room, of course, is the Floyd. Now, I had to change the strings because they were rusty. These are Elixir 10s, first time I've used Elixirs, and I think it came with 9s. So I'm like, oh, bloody hell. So I watched a couple of videos on changing your strings, and apart from the fact that the action is a bit sky high, you can't really tell here, it is a bit high, I've miraculously managed to make it work sort of okay. You can't quite tell that the bridge isn't totally flush with the body, but could be worse, So I've persevered. It'll probably still go to Tom at some point anyway. I've dropped the pickups down because they're a bit muddy sounding. And one of my observations here is that the middle positions on the pickups have big volume drop, and that is something Tom can fix for me. He's done it before. But yeah, so nice, yeah, fret ends, all good. And it's just that, yeah, it's just an iconic guitar, isn't it, really? And more or less in tune. Positions. That's the same with the bridge. Now the strings need some more stretching for sure. Don't know what to do about the high action. Don't know how really you'll do that with this kind of a bridge, how you work that out. I really don't know. I could bend the neck a bit more with the old truss rod. That's a bit of a pain actually, getting to the truss rod here. Look, these 3 little screws to take it off, and then there's bars in the way, and yeah, that's a bit painful. But yeah, flat fretboard. Sort of in tune, not really. Anyway, what's the point of this video? There's not really a big point to it. I suppose I've just surprised myself that I bothered. So yesterday, obviously restring it, fiddle with these bad boys, that got these off, strings through, off and on a couple of times, I retuned it, I had the back off, put the claw in, put the claw out. So yeah, so for a guitar that was going to go back, now I've made it just about playable for now. It looks lovely hung up on the wall. It was either this or the Harley Benton SC Custom FR, which I also liked. I thought a nice black Les Paul style with the gold hardware and stainless steel frets and whatnot would go nice with Mina, but no, I got one of these. So, oh, and lastly, my little dongle is a tight old fit because the input jack, output jack, in out, shake it all about jack is recessed into the body. So just beware if you're buying one of these and you're a dongle man, that is a bit of a challenge. But yeah, let me know. You got one of these? You got one of these? What are your thoughts on it? Have you done much to it? Left it as it is? Anyway, TTFN.